Welcome to the Short URL tool. I'm Lance Campbell. I'll be your host. This is the landing page for Webtools, and if we scroll to the bottom before we get started, there's the Contact Us link. This is the best way to get a hold of us if you have any questions or concerns. As we scroll up, we can see there's the short URL block here in the middle, and we can also get to the short URL under the More link at the top. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Short URL in the center. Once on the short URL, I come to the landing page, My Short URLs, and this will list all of your short URLs. They're ordered by the domain name and the short URL to the right of it. To the left, you see just the short URL name, and to the right, you can see the ID link. Also, if you move your mouse over any row, you'll see a delete button. You can press to delete your short URL, or you can check as many as you want and press the delete above. There's also a video link. The video link will appear on every screen, and when you click the video link, it takes you to the timestamp within a training video, this video in particular, and will give you instructions on that particular screen. And if you want to just see who owns or has access to a short URL quickly, you can click a checkbox next to one of them and click the Roles button. On the search screen, this is how I find short URLs based on the short URL or long URL names that other people own. So as an example, I can type in here, example. Pressing search will search all of the short URL names that have example in them. At this point, I could click on the Roles button and find out who the admins are. Keep in mind, web services will not transfer or give you access to a short URL as long as someone is still an employee at the University of Illinois that owns something. For us to transfer access, they have to have left the university. By checking the Roles link, it will give you a list of admins and you can contact them to have permissions granted to you. Another example up here is the long URL. So let's say I wanted all of the URLs that had illinois.edu in them. So I could press search, and now the long URLs come back that have illinois.edu. Again, I can press the Roles button to see who's an admin. The Department tab gives you a list of the long URLs within your department. So these are long URLs that other people have created in your department that you don't normally have access to. So this is a quick way to find out Bob Smith is out on medical leave, and I can quickly find the short URL they've created, and then I can reach out to them. I would simply check the box, go up here and click on Roles, and that would take me to a role screen where I could then figure out who the admins are and reach out to them for assistance. If they're on leave, web services can assist as long as the other admins are not available. Unit is for your college or administrative unit. Same thing. These are the short URLs that you do not have access to. It's a quick way to find those URLs in question. And again, you can check the short URL and go up to Roles. Now we're ready to create our own short URL. We'll go up here to the Create button and press Create. I select a domain name. So let's say I want go.illinois.edu. Down here, by default, normally it will select user ID. And this is you as a user. However, you can choose group and pick a security group that you created from the Groups tool found up here at the top or from the landing page of Webtools. We recommend assigning access to groups. This way, if you're going to be out, let's say on medical leave, you can edit your group, and whoever's a member of the group, not admin of the group, but member of the group, you can add their name in, and now they have access to everything you have access to in that group. So wherever you've used that security group, they now have access. To remove their access, once you, let's say, we're done with medical leave, you could click on it and just remove them from the group. It's a fantastic way to manage permissions. And on top of that, if I come back in here, let's say I back out and I come back in, pressing the create button, it's going to remember my last settings. So it will remember that I've used this particular group for this particular tool. All of our tools have been updated with this feature. And at this point, I just simply press Create Short URL, and it takes me to the General tab. We've just pressed the Create button, so let's create our short URL. I'm going to call this short URL Test Lance Short URL. And for the long URL, I'm going to use our campus homepage. And I'm going to press Save. At this point, I've created my short URL. And you'll notice the short URL is spelled out down here. Next, what I can do is generate a QR code. Now I have a QR code. This QR code represents this short URL, not your long URL, your short URL. So if you were to use this QR code, it's going to take you to go.illinois.edu/testlance-short-URL. From there, it's going to redirect you to the long URL. Short URLs cannot contain things like slashes and special characters. I also recommend using camel case. So I would actually start this off with a lowercase letter, and each word in the short URL, I would use a capital letter to separate the words. It's easier visually to read it. The Reporting tab allows us to collect some activity based on the short URL. So this is our short URL for Contact Us. So I can view daily totals or monthly totals, and it'll give me a report on how often the short URL has been used. The Privileges screen allows me to define who has access to a short URL. To give access, I simply come into the Administrator box for Add User, and I could type bob@illinois.edu and hit Add or Enter, and it's going to add Bob to the right. I can click on this to remove it. I can also click on a group that's been added. In this case, the Web Services Admin group was added, and I can click here to view the group or remove the group.